What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. As WWE just ended the Bloodline, Nikki Bella WWE return imminent? Could we see Malakai Black in the Royal Rumble? Has Goldberg's WWE return been cancelled? The real reason Alexa Bliss has not returned to WWE? Hulk Hogan WWE return cancelled? It's the end of an era for Sting, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at the Bloodline being finished. And now that Roman Reigns has regained the title of Tribal Chief, what does that mean for Solo Sikoa and his would-be Bloodline? Well, Russell Votes commented on this situation during the Sportskeeda Backstage Pass Q&A, saying, "In a significant storyline update, we can confirm the plan as of now for the grouping of Solo Sikoa, Tangaloa, and Tama Tonga is to no longer be referred to as the Bloodline. It seems as though WWE is moving away from the heels using that name, as Roman's name is now back to being the Tribal Chief. As some are saying that this could be the start of Solo's group being split up. Do you think it's a good idea? Let us know in the comments down below." Next up, Nikki Bella WWE return imminent. Now, is Nikki Bella returning to WWE? Well, WrestleVotes also recently commented saying, "We're told significant discussions have taken place regarding a Nikki Bella return to action, with a strong expectation from multiple WWE sources that it will happen sooner rather than later." A new story from TMZ Sports is also fueling speculation, saying a source close to Nikki, who last appeared at the Royal Rumble in 2022, tells us conversations are in fact underway, and she's already been training in case an agreement is made. And the report also added that this was apparently a last-minute situation, as we're told that this isn't a long-standing development, as two sides only started engaging after her appearance at Raw a few weeks ago in LA, which sent the crowd into a frenzy. She definitely got a good pop, but frenzy? Would you guys like to see Nikki Bella back in WWE? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, major Malakai Black rumors. Now it appears that the rumors of Black exiting AEW are true, not only based on the backstage buzz in AEW, but also in AEW's television. First, AEW hinting at Black's departure. Now AEW has dropped hints that Malakai has left the promotion. According to a recent article from WrestleTalk, on this week's past Dynamite, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart, the other members of the Black's House of Black group, appeared in a video without Black, alluding to the fact that the voices that guided him have gone silent. Julia Hart's entrance music was adjusted with the line saying "the heart always wins" instead of "the house always wins." The report also noted that Black is still listed on AEW's roster and still believed to be under contract. However, it added that an AEW source claims that there hasn't been any discussions about Black making any final appearances before his exit, so it does appear that we've seen the last of him in AEW. Do you think AEW has missed out on booking a talent like Malakai Black, and should they have run an angle to take him off television? But is he going to make a Royal Rumble return? Now, while nothing has been confirmed, the rumors of Black returning to WWE have fans hopeful he'll appear at this year's Royal Rumble. While that seems like a great place for his return, PW Insider recently noted that Malakai's AEW deal isn't over until sometime in February or March, and that he won't be able to work the Royal Rumble. The good news is that WWE has plenty of time to craft a storyline for him leading into WrestleMania if he chooses to ever come back to WWE. But what is next for the House of Black? While AEW is keeping former House of Black members Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart together, how will they be booked? Well, recent trademark filing suggests where things are going, as this week's Observer newsletter notes. Brody King trademark Hounds of Hell, and Buddy Matthews trademark Hellhounds to replace the House of Black name. It'll be interesting to see where things go from here, as King and Matthews are a strong team, but like many big men in AEW, they haven't been promoted very well. Julia Hart, on the other hand, has been successful ever since turning heel and joining the House of Black. At 23, she has a bright future ahead of her and has already won a singles title in AEW. Next up, the real reason behind Alexa Bliss not returning to WWE. What really has happened to Alexa Bliss? Bliss has been teasing fans about returning to WWE, but as reported earlier this week, her planned return hit a roadblock. Well, Sports Illustrated is reporting that Alexa Bliss was scheduled to return to WWE this month, but contract issues halted all creative for a return. A new report sheds light on what those specific contract issues were. The report in question is from PW Insider, which was summarized as followed. WWE wanted Bliss to return under her old contract, but Bliss and her camp wanted to negotiate a brand new deal. At that point, the two sides reportedly entered into a stalemate, and plans for the return were then shelved. Bliss, who was off for maternity leave, is still under an existing WWE contract, which means WWE has no obligation to negotiate a new deal. Given all the female talent currently entrenched in the main event, there's a strong case that Bliss doesn't have much bargaining power. But that doesn't mean that she has to return to WWE, as she's been working projects outside the promotion, including voiceover work. However, fans may have to wait longer before they see Alexa Bliss back on WWE television. Next up, WWE interested in Britt Baker. Now, as mentioned, the WWE's female division is packed with main event talent, with more potentially coming in, including Jordynne Grace. However, what of Dr. Britt Baker, who hasn't been on AEW TV due to reported backstage heat with management? A recent report from WrestleVotes notes that WWE is interested in her. However, it's also believed that Baker has a long time to go before her AEW deal expires, and according to The Observer, it's years. Next up, Goldberg WWE return cancelled. Now it's time to look for what appears to be a major change of plans for Bill Goldberg and his wish to work a retirement match in WWE. Dr. Chris Featherstone is reporting, "I've been informed that Bill Goldberg is not scheduled to appear on Raw this coming Monday and is not in any creative plans for the show." Now, we previously reported on rumors that Goldberg was out of the picture for this Monday's Raw, while also mentioning that he's never been officially scheduled for the Red Brand. If this report is accurate, it suggests that WWE isn't willing to throw Goldberg into just any program, and he wants to wait for the right timing to book his retirement match, as well as a storyline leading up to it. Again, there have been rumors of Goldberg maybe turning up on this Saturday night's main event, but that's just speculation. This is definitely the biggest time of the year for WWE, with its various talent on the road to WrestleMania, and Goldberg may have to wait until after this year's show of shows. Next up, Jesse Ventura confirms Saturday night's main event appearance. That's good news for Jesse the Body Ventura fans, as the WWE Hall of Famer and former governor of Minnesota tweeted, "So very excited for Saturday night's main event this weekend in San Antonio. The Body returns to Texas this Saturday night." The WWE Universe praised Jesse's performance at last December's main event, and he's booked to appear at every show in 2025. Next up, Hulk Hogan WWE return cancelled. Now, in some breaking news by Dr. Chris Featherstone, he had been informed that Hulk Hogan will not be appearing on Saturday night's main event due to quote-unquote family commitments. Now, whenever an excuse of family commitments comes up, it's definitely the fact that WWE have nixed any plans of him showing up on live television. Next up, a Hall of Famer hints at a Rumble appearance. Now, the Rumble is not so far away, and fans are curious what surprise entrants might show up. The WWE's annual Rumble has a long tradition of surprise entrants, including former superstars and occasionally talents from other promotions. WWE Hall of Famer Scott Steiner's comments about the event have some fans thinking that Big Papa Pump could appear. He recently replied to a tweet from Pat McAfee, who hyped the event that will be held at Indianapolis Lucas Oil Stadium, as Steiner commented, "The only way Royal Rumble reached its true epicness is with Big Papa Pump in the building." Next up, another former superstar signs with TNA Wrestling. Now, add former superstar Mustafa Ali to the list of former WWE talents signed to TNA Wrestling. The Observer reported that Ali showed up during the 23rd January live edition of Impact, dropping a bombshell on fans. Ali interrupted a promo from Mike Santana, telling TNA fans now he is officially signed to the promotion. Now, this isn't Ali's first post-WWE run in TNA. As they elaborated, saying, in 2024, Ali wrestled 20 matches for TNA, including winning the X Division Championship from Chris Sabin in his debut at No Surrender last February. Ali eventually dropped the X title to Mike Bailey at Slammiversary last July, then finished up on the next night's TV tapings. His last TNA bout aired on August 1st, 2024 Impact in an unsuccessful world title challenge against Nick Nemeth. But now that TNA and WWE are officially working together, could Ali get that North American Championship match that he was still owed before he got released from WWE? Next up, congratulations to Dragon Lee. A congrats to Latino World Order's Dragon Lee and his wife on the arrival of their child. You may recall Lee informed fans he's been absent from TV waiting for the birth of their child, and now Lee has updated fans with a tweet showing him holding his little girl. We're sending our best to Dragon Lee and his wife on the new addition to their family. And finally, it's an end of an era for Sting. And last but not least, wrestling fans looking to get a photo with legendary wrestler Sting had better get ready to track the Stinger down this year, as he's now not wearing his face paint and gear for autograph signings much longer. Sting tweeted, "I've enjoyed meeting fans at events around the world. As much as I've loved interacting with you all in the traditional Stinger war paint, I've decided that 2025 will be my last year appearing in full gear. I guess it's 2025 or never." Wow, tough to speak that out. Sting wrestled his final match at AEW's 2024 Revolution pay-per-view, and this announcement invites the question whether Steve Borden will ever appear on TV or pay-per-view as Sting. But there you have it, folks. I'll look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.